All right, Brittany.
I was going to say something very similar to Melissa, but I just want to teach my kids to look outward, to serve others before serving themselves. I think that um, all these other things kind of fall into line if we have that right perspective. So just teaching them to love God, love others, and yes, look outward.
All right, so Brittany, I'm going to take yours and I take off from that because, some people just naturally think about others. My husband's one of those. They naturally think about others. And then others of us, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but, you know, I thought about me first. I took care of my kids and I took care of everything. And I don't mean I put myself before my kids, but we always think about what I want to do. And our kids aren't any different than that. And so, a big difference for me at this age, let me grab a drink of water, has been learning to get past myself. I sing, I danced when I was a kid. I'm in choir at church, I'm in a lot of different things. And I always hated being in front of people. And I finally learned to get over myself because that's why I had so much trouble and move past that and to pay attention to others. And through learning the communication styles, I have learned to love other people where they're at and to understand why they act the way they do. And sometimes it's other stuff that we bring into marriage that makes us act certain ways. But I've learned so much from that. So I do like private coaching and I do group communication style classes online and in person. And I have found that this has opened my eyes to the world and how we are each so very different. And we all bring something different to the table in our personality styles and from our past. And so each mom is different. Each mom is special. You're doing the job. You're doing it the way that you could do it. You're doing the way you know to do it. But it's kind of like you heard today here is to be open-minded and listen, but I'll also say to think on your own because the world is so loud today and there's so many different ways of doing things. You know, don't feel guilty. Don't allow guilt to take over and just, ride hard on you every single day. Let go of guilt and just reach out, be open, educate, learn all that you can, and figure out what you want to be. And just focus on that. Focus on that positive instead of focusing on all the things you think that you're not. Because as women, we tend to focus on what we think we're not. So, in honor of Mother's Day coming up uh, this weekend, I want you to honor your mom. I want you to honor yourself. And I want you to give yourself, I tell the kids this a lot of times. You can't see me if you're on the podcast, but YouTube, you can. Take your hand, give yourself a pat on the back because you're doing the best that you can. I'm Connie Durham with the Extraordinary Marriage Podcast, and I hope that you'll join me next week. Thank you, ladies.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.